Do you remember that night? The one where everything became clear? The night you looked at your life and felt disgusted. Disgusted by your own excuses, by your own laziness, by the fact that you weren't who you were meant to be. That night you made a promise to yourself. A promise that things would change, that you would stop wasting time, that you would stop letting distractions pull you away from your goals, that you would go all in. But here's the brutal truth. Most people break that promise. They wake up the next day and reality hits. Comfort pulls them back in. Doubt whispers in their ear. And just like that, they throw it all away. Don't be most people. That promise wasn't just words. It was a contract. A contract between you and your future self. And if you have any self-respect, you won't break it. Because every time you skip a workout, every time you hit snooze, every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you're breaking that promise. And every broken promise is another nail in the coffin of the life you could have had. You said you wanted to be great. You said you were willing to suffer for it. Well, this is where suffering starts. This is where discipline kicks in. It's easy to be motivated when you're making promises in the dark, when no one is watching. But what matters is what you do when you're exhausted, when no one is cheering for you, when you feel like quitting. You owe it to yourself to keep pushing. You owe it to yourself to follow through. Because if you don't, you're not just failing a goal, you're failing yourself. And if you keep failing yourself one day, you're going to wake up and realize you wasted your potential. So don't forget that night. Don't forget why you started. Don't forget the pain of knowing you weren't enough. Use it. Let it fuel you. Let it remind you that you don't have time to waste. That every second matters. That you will not stop until you become everything you promised yourself you would be. Now get up, get to work, and don't you dare stop until that promise is kept.